chasing the sun, and all my fears are on the run. Can't take my freedom. Now you can take my freedom. It's like I'm walking on water, and all the waves don't even bother. Listen to my kingdom, and you can take my freedom. It's like I'm chasing the sun, and all my fears are on the run. Can't take my freedom. Now you can take my freedom. It's like I'm walking on water, and all the waves don't even bother. Listen to my kingdom, and you can take my freedom.
Good evening, good evening. How are we all doing? I'm here. It's time. It's that time of the week. Let me just turn that down to make sure your ears don't get blasted. I'm here. I've been onboarded. How are you all doing? You join us on the ground in Bristol, where we will be flying the Geneva event tonight. From Bristol. Get connected up to the network. We are flying to Geneva. What are you hearing? Talk to me. How are we all doing? I do need to turn the sim down though, because it's very, very loud. You just turn the sim down. Right. Is it that bad? Right, hang on. Let me have a look. Obviously, I still need to tweak all my OBS settings. Hang on. Windows. You're gonna hear this twice as pre-warning. Check. One. Oh. Hang on. Where? There's. Cables. Hang on. Check. 1, 2. Right, how about now? Is it better? Is this better? Talk to me. It's better to get the feedback, but for some reason now it's coming out only the left hand side only. Oh, text annoying. It's really, really annoying. Check, check. 1, 2. No, it's dead. Maybe not. No? I fixed it. Yes, 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 I think. How's it sound now, guys? Does it sound better or does it sound worse? Scale 1 to 10. How is it? How is it? Is it? Give me a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. I can see the audio levels in OBS is not the best. It's not ideal at the moment, which is kind of annoying, but we'll go with it. Is it still bad? Is it still better? How is it? Let me just double check. No, it's 100% the cable. That's the annoying thing. It's cables, 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 cables. So is it minor? Is it minor? We can go with it, or do I need to do some troubleshooting in the back end? Oh, right, right, yeah, I can see what you mean. Windows, work, Windows. Yeah, oh, have I fixed it? How is it? It's cables. When cables don't work, it's horrendous. How is it now? 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. There we go. Right. Okay. Now we're talking. Let me just connect to that sim. How are we all doing tonight? The weekend is here. Finally. It's finally here. Thank God. You're gonna have to bear with me tonight, guys. While we get all this stuff sorted. So the plan is tonight we are flying this MT1396 Bristol, Geneva in TCDM. One of the nicest liveries that are there. See, there's someone sat here in Bristol. Don't know where, but they are somewhere. So we will jump in to the cockpit of this beautiful 321. Just make sure I turn the sound of the sim up just a tad before I boot the aircraft up. Right. Just do that and put them on. Oh, I can't find the click spot. How are we all doing tonight? It's finally. Shush.
Sherman Yankee Alpha, final Alpha X-ray, runway 27 clear for takeoff, surface winds 2.
Good old Bristol radar now, yes. So, what are we doing tonight? What are we doing? We are flying to Geneva. The Geneva 1x1 event is on tonight with the Swiss guys. So, I thought, why not? It's Friday night. You don't see much events on the channel. Obviously, I've had a catch up with Spoonie over the week. Tuesday, I think it was, and we have decided. Well, I've decided. So you're gonna start to see more events on the channel on the weekends. Obviously, you have the FNO, Invite USA. You have that, and obviously, I'm not gonna be awake at 11 p.m. to fly it. If I would, I would. But if I don't, I don't. But we have the FNO. So I thought, why not? Let's go to Geneva. Obviously, the famous now, the winter season's here. Obviously, we're sat in Bristol. Obviously, you can't see the temperatures at the moment, so I don't have the ADRSs aligned. We're sat in Bristol. We're on stand 24 in this beautiful 321 on behalf of Thomas Cook, which is no longer here, unfortunately, but it was one of my favorite airlines to fly. You will start seeing me more over the weekend, maybe Thursday, or it's depending when the others are not streaming on the channel. But it's great, honestly. It feels like it feels nice to be here. Obviously, Spoonie's amazing. He does what he does best. But that's the best thing. So we're gonna get this bird set up. We're looking to leave Bristol in the next 25 minutes. So we just quickly get this show on the road. Get obviously all the details that we need. Don't. I won't, Andy. I won't. He's probably reviewing the VOD in the later date. So we're flying the famous Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango this evening to Geneva. And we are course index standard is 21, and we are cruising at flight level 350 to Geneva this evening with a Troppo with 33727. Do that and request that. I plead the fifth on that, Andy. I plead the fifth. I'm not gonna go down that route. But anyway, so what we'll do now is I'll quickly set up the aircraft and obviously get GSX sorted and stuff like that. So we're leaving Bristol in the next 20 minutes. So what we're going to do is, because it's an event, I'm going to take about 8 tons of fuel to Geneva. 160, 64.8, and I would just refuel it as well.
Refueling truck is on its
So
way.
we just get refueling, so put 8.1 on, just to be careful, because obviously Geneva. So we're leaving Bristol, have for one
Please
X-ray.
upload aircraft until the fuel check
Geneva, they're landing on 2-2s at the minute. So Lusa to Romeo. I didn't. I know. Everyone's going to scream, your GSX is out of date. I know. 66, all the 6s, clickety click, and it's 26 on that. And with a tailwind component of 24, but obviously it's not going to allow me to put it in for some reason. There it is. So obviously it's not going to allow me now to put the triplet in with a takeoff weight of 74, so say we've rounded to 75. So we'll go from there. Point of return says Bristol back on 27 if we need to come back,
Fuel
but
truck is
obviously
in position.
if we don't need to come back, we will go to, or if we
Please
need to
don't
go
load
elsewhere,
aircraft until
it
the
will
fuel
be
truck arrives and ask to do it.
Birmingham from here, because Cardiff's not long enough, unfortunately. So in the case of a point of return, if we need to immediately come back, we'll come back to Bristol. But obviously if there's any case of any fuel related, any sort of emergencies, bird strikes, etc., etc., it would be Birmingham, which we will come back to. So what I'll do is do that. We are refueling at the moment with the guy tracking
Please use your
southbound.
airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
So that's the plan tonight. We will head to Geneva, and then we'll look at either we're going to come back to Bristol. Most likely we'll come back to Bristol, or we will call it. But knowing my luck, obviously I've just got home from work about 20 minutes ago, which is the best thing. So it's commitment. Come home from work and be awake. It's almost just above 13 hours. So we'll see what happens and how we get on with it. So prelim no sheet. We'll have a look at the latest one. So the takeoff Endo 2. So it's Kestrel 48 Juliet Tango. Delta Mike is the reg. Delta Mike is cross-checked. 93.5 max takeoff weight is the second one. So it's max 0 fuel weight 25.8 with a 0 fuel weight of 65.3 to Geneva. Which should we might get a flex from Bristol, but normally standard would be Toga for this sort of aircraft of a 321. What we'll do is based on we'll get an ATIS for Bristol, and then we'll speak to Bristol Radar to find out what's going on, what departure, SA and stuff like that, and score codes, etc., of the using PDCs. Then we'll get a PDC clearance from him, which in this case he's not. And so they duelled up, the coupled in Bristol, so it'll be 133855. 850, sorry, not 855. I got off the rails. Right. So we're looking at flight time to Geneva's an hour and 15, so it's pretty quick. Information kilo 27 in use, 70, 230 and 9. broken to, okay, and the temperature's +9, so we'll plan for anti-ice on the engines for departure. It's pretty nice in Bristol at the moment, but obviously subject to change, T's and C's, you know the drill. We'll look at that from there. So what I'll do is I'll pull this website over. This is the MSFS planning system that I suggested last week to push out more to the channel. Obviously, if you don't have access to any Navigraph charts, etc., this website's amazing. All it uses is your Xbox or Outlook login or your Office product login, and it pulls everything, all the live weather details, etc., etc. So we're sat up here in Bristol at the moment, so we'll leave Bristol, just track into the south of Heathrow, over the top of the Gatwick stuff, Bognor, Bimbo, Examad, and then straight into Geneva, landing on runway 22. But obviously, I'm going to try and challenge myself not to use the Geneva lever, but obviously it's going to fail because it's Geneva with the high elevation. It's horrendous. So, we'll have a look at the ground shot then, in Bristol. So, oh, if it want to work, maybe you don't. APC. I will indeed, Andy. So we're parked on stand 24, so when we push, we won't push onto the main taxiway. We'll push onto the what we like to call the cul-de-sac. Basically, we'll push into the cul-de-sac, we'll start up, we'll call Bristol for taxi, and then obviously then we head down to Alpha X-ray for 27 for a full-length departure, and with the runway length of 2,000 meters long. And we'll leave at Bristol, HUD for 1 X-ray departure. It's literally basically straight out, right turn, 3,000 feet, 6,000, and HUD's for 6, and then routing on track Compton, and then obviously then towards London. At the moment, other than Bristol, we don't have any air traffic at all. I mean, the Geneva event starts in about 45 minutes. And then, obviously, then we expect it to land in 2-2. These charts are more cleaner for me, so I prefer the lighter charts, but obviously, we'll look at it from there. So when we leave Bristol, I don't think the bot has... oh. Maybe it has. It has done it. So we'll leave Bristol. Basically, just push back, do all the procedures to start checklists, etc., and then get airborne and going. And then we'll go from there. It seems to be, so look at it now. So we do not climb above 6. It's a warning here until if ATC give us above the level, then we just open climb it and get above it. But there's no turns below 1,030 feet, 1,130 feet. We can't turn at all because of the MSE to the north and to the MSE to the south, and obviously then straight across to the channel. So in the case we need to come back to Bristol, then we will the engine out procedure is basically climb straight ahead on track Bristol and up to 6,000 feet. Obviously, we'll do a full departure brief, etc., when we get closer to the departure time. But obviously, at the moment, that's the plan. So we leave Bristol, basically tracking westbound, eastbound towards London, and then turning south over the top of Paris, and then just to the little Basel's around here somewhere.
Bus is coming.
I can't think what Basel is. Basel's around here somewhere, and then obviously then in the descent into Geneva. We might expect some delays in Geneva. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. It's depending on what happens. But it should be a good flight. It should be nice and quick and easy just to get to Geneva and back. At the moment, we are planning and we are refueling. So what we'll do is we'll do the takeoff performance. Airbus in the 321 in a short runway is standard flap 2. So it's flap 2 standard in the 321 from Bristol. Obviously, we are rate restricted in Bristol to 87 tons, so if you go above 87, we're not getting off the runway. So looking at the weather then for Bristol, so 2:39, all the 9s, 9 degrees, and we're going to have a look at it. We'll plan for the engine anti-ice on, and then from the full length of runway 27. And it's giving us a flex temp of 44. What we'll do is we'll double that to 75, and we'll put 26 in there to calculate it. 41, 131, 135, 137, and then it's NADP plus 1, which is the standard of the MCDU. So from NATP +1, it's not going to be changed. It's not going to change. So it's basically 2100 across the board out of Bristol, and we're not going to pre-sell any speed restrictions or anything like that on the bend. So basically, so all the speed restrictions are on the bend. So you have 230 first bend, and then obviously then up to Husver, up to 6, and then return on track Compton. What we'll do is we'll do that, and then we will turn the seatbelts on, turn those on, that on, get rid of the ground power unit, and turn all the engine pumps on. And then just get rid of those, and we'll lock the flight deck door. What we're going to do now is we're going to speak to Bristol. Last time we checked, it's information kilo, and it still is. And then we'll get a clearance now off to Geneva. So we'll tune Bristol, and we'll turn the air traffic up a bit. If it's a bit loud, then tell me. We can always adjust the audio levels, but obviously then we'll go from there. So let's speak to Bristol and get a clearance. Bristol radar, good evening, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, stand 24321 with information kilo, KNH 1009, request clearance please, Geneva. Did I get the frequency correct? 13385. Yeah. I don't think he's cross-coupled. 125650 is Bristol radar. So we'll go to Bristol radar, and then we'll have a check from there. Oh, 126, 125, 650. Bristol radar, good evening, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, stand 24321 with information kilo 1009, request clearance please to Geneva. I don't think he can hear me on the frequency. No, right, okay, so VPOL has been a bum. Let me just resynchronize the, okay. So we'll go back to the tower. Oh, not to the tower, to the cross-couple frequency. Bristol, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango.
Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango.
Good evening, stand 24321 with kilo 1009, clearance please, Geneva.
Don't have a flight plan for you.
Do you not?
Nope.
Stop by.
Right, Eric, Kian, keep a Cape right, taxi stand 2525.
Okay, so apparently Bristol doesn't have a flight plan for me.
We're getting right then.
Rookie. That would be a good idea if I had a flight plan. Right. So 1349. And Bristol Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango is the flight plan there?
Yes. Something has popped up now.
Passengers boarding started.
49 Juliet Tango. Right, so the bags are on. We're jumping on now. The passengers are coming on, and obviously now we are ready to go. There's a TUI there. Ryanair just got off the runway, and we're going from there. Plane, good evening. How are we all doing?
Tango, clear Geneva, Hall for 1x3 departure, climbing altitude 6,000 feet, squawk 7606.
Clearance, Geneva, Hub for 1 X-ray 27, 6,000, 7606, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango.
Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, read back is correct, report is push and start. I am closing shortly if you are service, by the way.
Would you in the next 5 to 10 minutes?
I can hang on 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, we're going in just under 10 minutes, 49 Juliet Tango.
Right.
Okay, so Bristol is closing in the next 10 minutes. Fly around the world. Oh. How are you managing that? Around the world on the DA42? How are you getting on with it? That is a big challenge, to be honest. That is a really, really big challenge. A lot of stops. Yeah. For 42, yeah, it's a lot of stops. I would have thought more than 100 hours, to be honest. Is it a lot more than 100 hours, or? So obviously the passengers are jumping on now. I don't know how much we boarded. We've got another 10 to get on. Once the 10 are on, what we'll do is we'll do the before start. Adam! Adam. Wow. Wow, and wow. That's broken. And I've just realised that's broken. Bear with. I will double check that. Adam, thank you for the 28 months. Much appreciated. I understand that the overlay is broken. Bear with me. I will fix it. Yeah. We'll blame Dan. Don't worry about it. It's Dan's fault. But it's fine. I'll get that fixed. Thank you so much for the 28 months. Wow. Jesus. That's a long time. But it's worth it. The content is only going to get better. Let me just turn the sim down so you don't get absolutely blasted. So we're flying this baby tonight. Delta Mike, I Heart Manchester livery. Obviously the Innie Bills Manchester livery has just come out, which is amazing. Honestly, I wish I could fly it, but obviously I'm in 2020 at the moment, so I can't really fly it. So Innie Bills have just released their Manchester scenery, but obviously you don't need to now, Adam. You got me to put up over the weekends. That's the best thing. We're not all going to be flying Thomas Cook all the time. I'm planning on doing some Jet 2's real ops as well. So obviously we'll start bringing some more Jet 2 stuff in the mix as well. At some point. I possibly will be Sunday. I don't know. I need to check to see if the Tenerife is going or not. Right. The last bags are getting on. And I will do the before start checks then. It is! What a classic. But obviously we will be doing a lot other stuff like some maybe BA real ops, EasyJet real ops, maybe Condor real ops. Maybe do a fun challenge in the 321, which is that's going to be about a 13-hour day, depending how long it is. But we'll work it out and we'll figure it out from there. Obviously, we're coming up to the Christmas season. You will be seeing Fly and See Santa on stream. I will be flying to Rovaniemi. I will be flying to Rovaniemi in the 321. And honestly, it's amazing. Right, boarding is done. What we're going to do is we're going to start closing up everything. So obviously they're just about to close the cargo door. And what we're going to do is we are going to run through the before start checklist. I just need to download them because of it. I've got some other stuff there I can't show you guys on stream. So just let me just quickly download them. It's amazing. Honestly, since these liveries have come out, it's amazing. I enjoy them so much. That's the best thing. Right. So what we're going to do is we have the checklist now. We're going to run through the before start checklist. So the cockpit preparation is completed. Gear pins covers are removed. The signs are on auto. Fuel quantity is, we're going to check it. So it's going to be 8.1. So it's 8.080 checked and balanced across the board. Takeoff speeds. This is where they do it so differently when they were flying it in the real world. It goes at 131, 137, and then we're flexing to 41. And the bar F QNH 1009, and it's indicating 620. What we're going to do now is just get the tug on the aircraft, so then we can get going. That's the route if you want to join us tonight. We'll be flying back to Bristol. We most likely will be flying back to Bristol. Let me just remind you, it's depending how I'm feeling, but obviously we're aiming to fly back. So What we'll do is we'll just quickly clarify the final load sheet. So it's 160, 72.6. We calculated for 75, and that's fine. With the take-up weight of 72.6, we'll cross-reference with 73.9, so we have an extra ton more on board. Excuse me. We have a 25.2. We calculate for 26. That's completely fine. What we'll do now is we go through the below the line. So the below the line, then the windows and doors are closed and locked. The beacon is on. Thrust levers are idle. The parking brake is set, and the mobile devices are on aviator mode. It's not. It's flight mode. And we will do. That's the before start checklist to the line complete. No, below the line complete. So what we'll do now is we'll call for push from Bristol. Bristol Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango 24. Request push, please.
Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, stand 24. Push is start approved. Push back onto Zulu and face east.
Zulu to the east, 49 Juliet Tango. Right, brakes are released. Start the clock. We'll turn the sound of the sim up. What we'll do is we will get rid of the cabin lights. And we'll pop the EFB into sleep mode. Yeah, it's mad. That's why I particularly avoided Manchester, because I was going to fly out of Manchester tonight, but obviously I avoided it for that reason. So we're off to Geneva. Engine start. We'll monitor the engine start. It is. I do have 24 installed, but the performance is awful. It's probably one of the worst optimized sim I can really think of, to be honest with you. But obviously that's my opinion. With the specs I'm running at the moment, and obviously then streaming on the same system as well. It's I have, and it's still worse. It's a lot worse. It is a lot worse. Right, so it's a good start. We will start number 1. Obviously now we've turned the caps off. Brakes are on. And then we'll advise the ground crew that you can say hurrah to the aircraft and get us on our way. Yeah, there has been an update this week. I do need to test it again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for it to get a lot better, a lot optimized, a lot smoother, and then we'll go from there. Right, so there's 2 good starts, then we'll do the after start procedure. So the APU, flight, and then we'll do the that, and then we'll check the trim of 0.6. Check the ECAM status, and then we do the flight controls on the taxi. Okay, so after start checklist then, anti-ice is on the engines. ECAM status is checked. The piss trim is 26%, and the rudder trim will reset 0. The after start check is complete. The pin has now been seen. We just wait for the ground crew to move away from the aircraft now, and then we'll get out of here. Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, request taxi.
Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, taxi holding point Alpha X-ray, runway 27, QNH 1009, report ready for your flight. 009
Alpha X-ray, we'll call ready 49 Juliet Tango. Obviously what I'd like to do at some point as well, we will start doing longer rotations like Larnaca, Antalya, Tenerife, Lanzarote, etc, maybe Hurghada, but they are going to be really long. I think I'd done a Hurghada last week and it was about 5.5 hours there and back. I think it took me about 6 hours to get back on standing Gatwick. So Bristol Antalya is a vibe. It is. I remember doing it at stupid times in the evening, like I'd leave Bristol at 7 AM and I won't get back into Bristol till about 5 o'clock in the morning. It was amazing. I enjoyed it. It was peaceful. Go flying through the night over the top like Europe, etc, etc. really, really enjoyed it. When did you fly it, Adam? I think I might have done it in the sim. Right, what we'll do then is we'll do that. System 2. And I will do the before takeoff checklist. So, we'll reset the camera view so I can see it. So the before takeoff checklist and flight controls are checked. Flap setting config 2 green, 2 blue. Briefing and performance, runway 27 full length confirmed, and the ECAM memo is takeoff no blue. Before takeoff checklist to the line complete. Neil. Neela, thank you for the raid, my guy. When did you fly it, Adam? Was it 2015, 16? Neil, appreciate it. Welcome you all. We are just about to leave Bristol. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we all doing? So we get out of Bristol. Guess we're 49 Juliet Tango, fully ready.
Cash 1 Juliet Tango via our approach to runway 27 clear takeoff, surface wind 230 degrees 10 knots.
Clear takeoff 27, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango. Okay, clear takeoff. So all the lights, packs off, standard. And then below the line, takeoff runway 07, Alpha X-ray confirmed, and the packs are off. Before takeoff, checklist complete. It would have come up on screen that you've rated, but obviously I still don't have everything set up. I've just streamed. Appreciate the rate. We really do appreciate it here on this TV, but it's honestly, it's amazing. I'm glad to see you all. What did Spoonie do, Andy? What did he do? Right, should we get out of Bristol? It doesn't. I know, I need to, Oh, he's got his own command for it. This exclamation mark Neil. It's been a while since it's streamed. Let's go to Antalya, not to Antalya. Let's go to Geneva, shall we? Right. Let's get out of here. Take off. Manflex SRS Army. Oh, right. Oops, my apologies. That's what's set. Hold on, odds. P1, rotate. Like the rudder, positive climb, gear up, nav. We will see you later, Bristol. We're on our way to beautiful Geneva. Adam, hi. That's thrust, climb over thrust. And it'll be boring. Put the autopilot straight in. And then we'll double check. Speed check, flap 1. And then pack 1 as well. It's 10 seconds for the packs in the Airbus. So when you're in the Airbus, it's 10 seconds per pack. So it'll be now.
Tango, call me back on radar 125 decimal 650.
125 650 49 Juliet Tango. That's the frequency 650, switch over Bristol. I know it's in the auto flight retract. Bristol, good evening, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango. 33 for flight levels, not for flight levels, 6,000 feet, HUD for 1 X-ray.
Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, thank you. Climb now, flight level 130.
Climb down, flight level 130, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango. Obviously, you heard the climb now restriction, so that's going to be open climb 13,000 blue, because we're not on standard pressure. So we're still obviously within the region. Normally some people like to do is they like to
Extra flight engineer, Tango, right turn route direct, Buxfer.
right turn route direct, Box for 49 Kilo Tango. It's just confirmed, it's right turn. Still check, Box for. And then it's probably XL speed check, flap 0. And then we'll see you later, Bristol. How are we all doing tonight, guys? How are we all doing? What have you guys been up to? So through 6 standard set, passing follow 6-3 now, 130 blue. That's gonna be managed climb because there's no restriction now. So we go back into managed climb and then it's up we go all the way to Geneva. Oh, it's Niall, not Neil. Niall. There's a lot of ways to say it. And we're on our way to the famous Geneva. Just shift that over just a tad. This is really annoying. Obviously, as you can see here, it's overshot the right hand turn. Oh, Nelly. That's, oh, it's been a long day. It's been a very long day. How are you doing? How are you doing? Ah, right, okay. As we're above it now, we can turn the engine anti-ice off. And we'll cross-reference. It's +5, we'll go through 10. So the lights will go, and we'll just correct it. Obviously now, as you go...
Nothing further for you now, switch to unit on, bye-bye.
Appreciate it, 12284 Juliet Tango, good night.
Push radar closing in aircraft on these frequencies, switch to your on route frequency review.
Okay, so through 10, we'll reset for level 350. And because now there's no point of return, what we'll do is we'll copy the secondary plan over, so the no point of return has been removed, and it's Geneva landing runway 22, and we'll check the optimum. So optimum flight level 360 with the maximus 38. We can go to 37 if we want to, but we're not going to. And we're on our way to Geneva. Airports, we have no weather affected en route, and cabin crew released. Helsinki Oslo, and that's not too bad. It's not too bad of a flight. It's not too bad of a flight, to be honest. How was it anyway? What have you been up to the past week, guys? Obviously you've had Spoonie from Monday through to Wednesday. I know you've got me Friday, possibly Saturday. I don't know yet. I'm still waiting to confirm and finalise some stuff. Ah, right, okay. Adam, he's not going to be too happy with you. He's not going to be too happy. But that's fine. That's fine. Obviously, I've been working all week, unfortunately. I've been performing my IT support roles. It's good to see you all, guys, here. First weekend stream. And one of many more. As we head to Geneva. And what I can do is I can release the passengers now as well. And we'll get some nice mood lighting on in the flight deck. Is that Kemble down there? Oh, Kemble's on the left. Conisbee's around here somewhere. Is it Conisbee around here somewhere? I can't remember. I'm not really too sure with RAF airports, to be honest. I know Kemble's around here somewhere, because that's where 90% of the BA fleet is at the moment, including, unfortunately, the 747s. Yes, I've been onboarded. You've got someone for the weekend, and you've got me for the weekend. You've got Kian for the weekend, which is the best. So we're en route to Geneva, and obviously then the ETA is at the top of the screen. As we get on our way to Geneva, we do not expect any en route air traffic, unfortunately. But obviously then we do have some nice views of Paris if the visibility is good down there. But obviously we're unsure of that at the moment. I know, it's nice. It feels nice in the sim. Honestly, this sim has its twerks. It really does have its twerks. When it works, it's amazing. When it's broken, it's an absolute pain. It's a really, really big pain to troubleshoot. But on the plus side, it's all good. It's all good. No GSX or technical issues. We did have the minor tweak, but obviously that's an issue with one of my cables I need to replace. Obviously I will get that replaced ASAP. But obviously, weekend streams are obviously going to become more of a regular thing on Aviators TV now. I had a chat with Spoonie. What are we? Friday. Yesterday, Thursday. I had a chat with him. It's going to be more of a regular thing. You will be seeing me on the weekends a lot more, doing aviation-related things. We could be flying Thomas Cook. We could be flying Jet2, BA, EasyJet, Condor, Scandinavian, any airline, you name it. We'll probably fly it. But obviously, I'm gonna start doing more Phantom events. You will be seeing Flying Sea Santa on the Saturday of the event on Aviators TV. I will be broadcasting the event live for you guys to Rovaniemi, I think, or we might do Katero or Ivalo. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really decided, but I'm more leaning towards Rovaniemi. Either Rovaniemi or Katila. One of the two. We'll have to really see. That both sceneries look really nice in the sim. And obviously I need to come to the decision closer to the time. You will CVC and Fly Sea Santa live on stream for you all. So how's you guys' weeks been? What have you guys been up to over the weeks? Have you been working? Have you been chilling? Have you been looking after the kids? What have you guys been up to? It's been a very long week, a very tiring week, but we're at the weekend now. Your weekend does start here live on Aviators TV, with more and more aviation content coming your way in the near future, and obviously now as well. It's amazing to be on the channel, and I really do. I appreciate Spoonie for the opportunity for doing this, and obviously Dan as well with giving the thumbs up on the go ahead. It's a really nice sight to see. Oh, Adam, it's flu season. It's annoying. I hate it. What flights have you done? What flights have you really been doing? Have you been doing like your odd 3 hours, or have you just been jumping around bases, flying short, like really short hauls, like Paris, Geneva, Frankfurt, even into the new Indy Bills Manchester? Have you guys got the scenery yet? The new Indy Bills Manchester? And if so, how is it? I have seen some pictures and some screenshots, and I really do want to pick it up. But obviously, it don't work in 2020. Unfortunately, we're in 2020 at the moment. As we're just going through flight level 257. Helsinki, Heathrow, Manny rotation. Was Manny still busy earlier? Was Manny really busy? Oh, you've done it offline. I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. I really don't blame you. Obviously, I've flown out of Manchester for years, with P3D, FSX, MSFS. I don't like the bumps I don't like the slope runways. I hate them. It's a more of a challenge to land when you're landing on a slope runway. But it's more fun at the same time as well. So, off to the left-hand side then, we have Gatwick and Heathrow. Obviously, the FPS will drop because we are flying over London at the moment. There's Heathrow over there. The famous London Heathrow. Off the left hand side of the aircraft as well. So there's good old Heathrow in the distance. I haven't done 09. I'm touching wood that you don't do 09. If the winds do change into Bristol when we fly back, if we do end up flying back. But I really pray to God it's not onto 09. Because I don't like the slope on the runway either. I absolutely despise it. It's really, really not good. It's not the best. It's not ideal either. It's, yeah. I think one of the most trickiest airports in the sim is what's the airport called? It's in Rhine in Scandinavia, up here. I remember flying the Sun Class 321 up here into Rhine, and the runway's so short. I flew it from Larnaca. I flew Larnaca Rhine in the 321 with Sun Class, and the runway's short. You don't have enough room to really grease it onto the runway. So there's the touchdown zone there. I touched the back wheels of the aircraft down there. I was aiming for that point to slam the brakes on, but obviously I didn't really need to slam the brakes on. I just managed to get off the runway. I think we landed into Copenhagen, into there. It was about 2 a.m. in the morning. It was a long one. I think I flew from Gothenburg to Larnaca and then up to there before the aircraft repositioned into Copenhagen. Obviously I've flown a lot of aircraft. Etihad, long haul, a lot of Condor stuff. A lot of Condor stuff. There's a lot of stuff there that I've managed to do. Obviously the famous old Jet 2 fleet, all the Neos. I might start thinking about bringing the Neos onto the channel and flying the FS Labs. But at the moment I really don't like the FS Labs because the landing physics in it is horrendous. It's like when you land the Neo in the sim, we do need a Phoenix Neo. When we land the FS Labs in the sim, what we really need to do is we need to configure it for a flap 3 configuration, because the aircraft will, if you flap full the Neo in the FS Labs, it will drop straight out the sky as soon as you pull the power back and start to flare. You lose all direct law control, which is the new Airbus landing physics, which I really don't like. So when we do end up flying the Neo, I will obviously show it to you guys how the landing physics are, but it's due an update soon anyway. Whenever we end up doing it, I know Jet 2 are starting the Scafos on the Neo next year, and I can't wait. I really, really can't wait. Obviously, there's speculation in the media at the moment about Jet 2 as well. About them flying to Egypt. Obviously, they're thinking about putting Egypt on their route network of Hurghada and Sharm el Sheikh, which is good. It's long flights, don't get me wrong, and it might be like overnight stop-ins for them, but the flights are pretty long. But it's a good route network, so there's a possibility there might be an announcement in the week that Jet 2 will start Egypt, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. So we're just reaching now up to 35,000 feet over the top of Bognor, which is just to the south of Gatwick. So that's Mach Star. And then just wait to get the final cruise level now. So as you see the power coming back into the cruise setting is around about 83%, 82% N1. As the Phoenix wants to slow up because it's overcorrected the tailwind component. And there's our cruise. We do need the Neo. Once we get the Neo, it's obviously more variety of the network because all the COs will be leaving by 2030 for the carbon emission thing. However the government want to do it. So what's your guys' favourite aircraft in The Sims then? What do you fly? What do you like to do? Do you like to do helicopter stuff, or do you like to fly commercially, like the Airbus? Etc, etc. What do you guys like to do in The Sim? Would you like flying long haul, short haul? How do you guys all find it, like doing all these sort of flights, like long, short haul, domestic stuff, like city hopping around the UK, or maybe into Germany? Like I know Lufthansa's got a big route network. Locally, like doing Munich, Hamburg, etc, etc. Yes, I did hear the PMDG is getting an update for 24 next week. Do we know what's coming in the changelog? For it? Do we know what's coming for it in the update, or are we just winging it and praying to see what it's like? Nothing confirmed. I thought PMDG would have released something, to be honest, about that. I would have thought PMDG would have released something about that, but obviously they haven't. Obviously, we'll sit and cruise for a bit now, and then what we'll do is we'll start to brief the arrival into Geneva, because it's pretty quick. It is pretty quick to Geneva. It's not too long at all. It's only an hour and 15 minutes to Geneva tonight. Obviously, the start of the event, which should be starting in the next 5 minutes. I think. Let me just double check the event is tonight and not tomorrow. I think the Geneva event's tomorrow. I thought it was tonight. Or was it Frankfurt tonight? No, it's Frankfurt. No, it's Luxembourg that's got the event. It's not Geneva. I was thinking then, I've gone mad. No, it's Geneva have cancelled their event. That's annoying. But well, we'll still go to Geneva anyway. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's Frankfurt that's got the event. I didn't want to fly towards Frankfurt because, as I understand, I even when I loaded into Frankfurt and it was that busy, my performance was horrendous. Into Frankfurt, just sat in the stand in Frankfurt in the 330 Neo. Yeah, we've got Geneva ground, which is a nice bit of air traffic down there, but should be a quick leg to Geneva. So, from what we can gather, then, I need to do some more digging into the events and what's happening. But we're going to start doing some more real-world operations. i.e. looking at slot allocations, and obviously then stuff like that with airlines operating alongside them in the sim. I have done it for quite a while, and I really do enjoy it. Like operating real world routes, even flying the past airlines. I was going to fly Monarch last week. I was really thinking of doing Monarch. So we'll have to look at maybe doing some Monarch stuff. We do, but the only issue with running a VA, the only issue with VA side of it is all the fees with like using VAMSys, all the tracking services and stuff like that. Even in Kilerox, I can't. It's been a long day. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing tonight? Kilerox? I don't know. Kyle, I think is it Kyle? I don't know. Yeah, so we'll look at possibly maybe doing some old retro stuff as well. Yeah. it is always. We wing it and pray. That's all we do. We wing it and pray. We're looking at. I might be looking at doing some Monarch stuff as well. Monarch. Can't even pronounce the airline right. Maybe some Monarch stuff out of Luton. In due course, or maybe some Birmingham and the Prague Birmingham scenery, or elsewhere. Not too sure. We'll have a look. We'll obviously be doing a lot of Jet 2 stuff as well. With Thomas Cook as well. BA, we'll do some Heathrow stuff, and we'll just have to wait and see what's what and how it will happen. So not long to go now until Geneva. Just about 40 minutes to run until Geneva. So it is pretty quick to Geneva. And we'll have a look and go from there. So should we have a look at the arrival then? Have a look at the charts and see what's happening into Geneva, and we'll have a look. So before we look at the charts, the first thing we're going to look at is the weather. So what I'm going to do is go into the MCDU, R2, AOC, weather request for Geneva. I don't think the Geneva ground control has got an ATIS up, so I'm not going to be able to get the ATIS from the aircraft, unfortunately. So let's have a look then. So Geneva, at the moment, the weather down there is very below 1. It's really, really calm. No cloud detected. Temperature's 2 degrees, so it's pretty cold. And the QNH 1021. And we just got about 265 miles to the top of the sun. What we'll do then is we'll have a little brief of the arrival into Geneva. So we're looking at this then. So we're looking at the Lusa to Romeo into Geneva this evening. It's pretty high MSA, so it needs to be Lusa, flight level 200 or above. So the line goes straight across, it's above. If it's above flight level 200, it'll be below the level. And then Suni, flight level 160, Luco. And then we'll track southbound into the valley, and then turning left over Sovid, flight level 80, or I think it's 8,000, yeah, flight level 80, and then obviously then straight down to the centre fixer runway 22, and we'll descend on the glide path. Maximum we can drop to, maximum we can descend to is flight level 80, because if you look at the south here on the MSA is 767 around the other side, and obviously then flight level 106 to the south of the field. So we're just going to avoid as much mountains as possible, and we're landing on runway 22 into Geneva. So 70 is the start of the descent path into Geneva, where we'll descend on the glide. It's if I can find it, I can't remember where it is. It doesn't stay on the chart. The percentage of the glide path, but it's 1570 is the descent minima. In case of go around, if we do have to abort the landing for any reason, what will happen is we do have to abort a landing. You will hear me go around. Basically what will happen is I'll push the power straight into Toga, pull up, and then go one stage of flap up. So we'll be flap 4 landing, we'll go up 1 to flap 3, and then positive climb, gear up, and then just obviously retracting the FMA, which would normally be Mantoga SRS go on track, and we'll just pitch straight for the flight director. Which in this case it might not happen, but obviously we need to be wary of it. When we're tracking south, when we're turning southbound, so basically we climb straight ahead to Golf A03, maximum 185, take the first left-hand turn, and then we climb straight up towards Saper at flight level up to 70 or 7,000 feet, which we would normally expect. No worries, Adam. No worries, I will see you shortly. For the you're gonna be here for the arrival into Geneva, or you're gonna have a look at it back on the VOD. So what we would normally do then is when we touch down into Geneva, we want to aim for either Echo or Delta. So it'll be auto brake low into Geneva, basically put the aircraft down, and obviously then just perform the normal roll-up procedure on the aircraft. When we get off at Echo, we're looking to either go to link 1 inner, no, link 1 outer, link 2, and then probably onto like stand 32 or something, or depending where the controller wants to put us. Looking at the AFC then to the south, which obviously displays all the approach index and all the MSA stuff as well. So we'll look at 7-0 to the north, so as lowest we can drop this to 7, and obviously into that valley staying at 7 to around, so all the way up to Cyburn in. I'll do my best. That's all I can ask for. If you don't write the aircraft off, that's the best thing you could do. That's the best thing. If you don't write the aircraft off, it's a good landing. But let's just see how it is. Oh, you gotta be very careful. You might be watching. Who knows? Spoonie might be lurking somewhere. We'll soon find out if he joins the chat on the Aviators TV account. So that's the plan then. What we will do is we'll start setting up the MCDU. We only now just getting the ADC report. I think it's just going to say no ADC required because we didn't have an air traffic slot out of Bristol, which we didn't. And obviously then we have just 230 miles to top of the descent. So realistically, what normal airlines would do is as soon as they see the top of the descent marker, they'll brief the arrival and then they'll start setting up the MCDU for the approach into Geneva. Because the speeds are so low, what we'll do is we'll leave it a flap full, and just depending on what the speeds, the winds are like, which is at the moment is pretty calm. So it's basically just a variable 1, so it's only 1 knot round the swing, 1021. The temperature's 2, and the decision height is 1570 into Geneva. What we'll do then is we'll aim for auto brake low, and then we don't need any range fixes or anything like that into Geneva. So it's not too bad. But obviously then, because obviously I'm the pilot flying, I'm single crewed. Obviously because it's a simulator. Maybe at some point we will get Spoonie involved. Obviously we just got to work around the schedules and how it happens. Obviously with the Christmas period coming up, we're both going to be extremely busy. So in the case then that we need to abort the landing, what I would do normally is I'll focus on the aircraft flying. So obviously what we like to do is aviate, navigate, communicate. Aviate is flying the aircraft, navigating the aircraft, so flying the missed approach procedure correctly, and then we'll communicate to air traffic or Unicom or whatever it is that we have aborted the landing for a reason. In the case that I do need to abort the landing, what I would normally do initially is into toga, pitch up, and then go 1 stage flap. So toga, pitch, 1 stage. So obviously, because you want less drag in the aircraft to perform the go around. So when we perform the go around initially, what most pilots and most sim pilots would do is they'd normally double crew. So what will happen is whoever's flying will go around, they'll slam the throttle straight into toga, pull up, and then go around flap, and then they'll raise the flap to flap 3, or in the Boeing it'll go straight up to flap 15, and then they'll climb away. But obviously I'm single crew, so I gotta do everything, unfortunately. Where are we at the moment? I think we're over the top of Paris. No, we're just south of Paris, actually. Try to figure out where we are. LFPO, Paris or Leeds? No, we're not in Paris. So we're just in the south of Paris, really. All the faith. So it's nice to know that we have that sort of briefing in our minds and in our heads of what we're going to do if it goes wrong. And obviously, fingers crossed, it won't go wrong. But it really shouldn't go wrong, to be honest. So we've been airborne for about half an hour. We're landing in the next 40 minutes from now. So it's 19:40. So that we'll be touching down. So it's about an hour. It's about about 40 minutes until we land in Geneva. So what's your guys' plans for this weekend? Are you doing up to much, or are you flying, or are you heading out? Are you flying? Are you starting your Christmas flights like Rovaniemi and stuff like that, or maybe Keflavik, Akateria with EasyJet? How are we all doing? What are we all up to this weekend? Watch your local football team? Yes, I don't blame you, to be honest. It's nice to watch a bit of football, to be honest. Are you any like major like Premier League fan, Championship, or Ligue 1, Bundesliga? Yes, I don't blame you. Take full advantage of the new Manchester scenery. I said it was going to be out today, but it came out yesterday, or the day before. I think it was Wednesday. It came out. No, it was yesterday. Yesterday, in Manchester got released. I called it. I knew it was going to be towards the end of the week. But that's the best thing. Everyone's enjoying the scenery, and that's what matters. Is the Manchester scenery is really, really nice. Credits to any buzz at how they done it. It's really, really nice. If you ask nicely, Dan might will buy it for you. Who knows? Right, what we're going to do is we're going to take a direct to Lusa, because I'm not doing that bend. So if we just do that, we're direct to Lusa from here. And just cut the arrival up just a bit. No, it's just direct to the start of the arrival. As we're cruising along a flight level 350. Who have we got in front of us that's cruising at 35? There's an EasyJet 321 behind us. Easy 48 Quebec Echo. Oh no, he's in front of us, yeah, it's Easy 48 Quebec Echo. I'll come back to radar, shall we? 9th tier, yeah. One day they'll be up there. Just one day. So in front of us at 35 we do have an EasyJet 321 from Manchester. So Easy 48 Quebec Echo, and then obviously crossing over the top of us is going to be an Air Portugal A320 into Frankfurt. We've just gone over. No idea. I think. Where's that? Oh, there we go. We're just going over the top of Paris. So on the left hand side there you will see Paris Charles de Gaulle. Obviously the weather's not particularly the best on it at the moment, so you might see like Paris Orly or something. So you got traffic everywhere. Photographers are free entry to the games. Yes, that's the best thing. If you do supporting the club as well by doing all this stuff for them, it's amazing. That's the main thing. You're supporting all your local sites and stuff like that. So we've got about top of the descent, 160 miles to go to the top of the descent. So it's not too long now until we get to Geneva, which is the main thing. So, with that being said, do you guys have any questions for me? about the flight, about myself, any questions about the aircraft. I can try to explain with the amount of knowledge I know about the aircraft. Obviously, I don't fly the thing in real life. I wish I did, because I love the Airbus. The Airbus is amazing bit of aircraft. I'm not a massive fan of the 737, but I really do prefer the Airbus. If there's any questions or any concerns that you have or anything like that. How you all finding it? Was there any questions about the flight? Do you have anything like that? Favorite flight? Ooh, that's a hard one. Oh, that's a hard one. I'll give you two, because it's obviously depending on what the season is. In the winter, I really love Innsbruck. Either Innsbruck or Geneva. In the summer, Skiathos tops the list. Skiathos in the Airbus is really fun. Short runway, have to really put it down. It's really fun in the Airbus. Yeah, it's hard to choose them, to be honest with you. It's really, really hard, because I've done so many flights in the sim, or flying in general. I've been flying for the past 7-8 years in flight sim, and it's hard to really choose them. It is really, really hard to choose them. What about yourself, Andy? What flights do you like doing? Yes. Once it starts snowing in towards Innsbruck, I will 100% be flying there. I will get the scenery fixed, and I'll 100% be flying there to Innsbruck. What about... Okay, so if you have to pick a flight that you enjoy doing, Mani Alicante, yeah. I've only flown to Alicante twice in real life, and I enjoy it. But the only thing, when I got out of the aircraft, I flew from Cardiff to Tui, and I got out of the airport and it stunk. It really stinked of some sort of odor, and it was disgusting. But you really, really enjoy it. It's like you start the holiday, you're heading to like Benidorm or somewhere like that, and it's really, really nice. this is the guys I want to ask your opinion about. What do you think of the 321? Hands down the 321. There's no ifs, no buts about it. I really, really love the 321. I've always been a massive 321 fan, and I've even flown on the 321 in real life, and it's amazing. What about yourself, Andy? What aircraft do you like to enjoy? Are you an Airbus man? Yeah, I haven't really flown on like the 350, 340. I've flown on the 320 once. I've flown on the 321. I've flown on the 320 twice, and the 321 twice. And obviously, then I've flown this on the 7.3 and stuff like that. But the 321 tops it for me. It's just what an aircraft it is. Obviously now with Airbus taking over the market as well, with the Neo, the XLR, it's amazing how they've managed to do it. A single aisle aircraft going across the pond is amazing. Lucky. My family flew on the Dreamliner to Vegas with Virgin, and obviously then they've flown on the 767, and which I'm really jealous about. I do want to fly on the 767, but obviously they're not going to be. They're not in the UK anymore. TUI's got rid of them. Thomas Cook have got rid of them. Obviously Thomas Cook are no longer a thing anymore. They've gone kaboom. Who else flew them? BA. They've got rid of them. And obviously Condor retired them, and obviously all their 757s as well have sadly been retired. So we're just coming up now to Lusa. We've got about 90 plus miles, 86 miles to top of the descent. Into Geneva. So just to recap then of the missed approach procedure. So we'll have a look at the missed approach procedure again. We'll just quickly recap it to see what happens. I'm just getting the correct chart up. So basically this is the missed approach procedure. Obviously flight at 7,000 feet is the established altitude into Geneva. In the case that we do need to abort the landing, what I'll do is I'll call go around. I'll push the power basically straight into Toga. Pull one stage of flap and then check the FMA with Mantoga SRS go on track, or in the case it might be SRS nav, depending how far back we are. In this case then it would be classified as a discontinued approach. In the case we do need to abort the procedure last minute, what we'll do is we'll climb straight ahead, heading 223 to Golf 803, and then turning left, tracking north, heading turning left, heading 223, and up to 70. So the lowest we can drop is 70 to the north, tracking southbound, and then as soon as we turn to the west, going towards Cyper or Cypri or whatever it is, and the lowest we can still drop is to 70 with Geneva and stuff like that. When we land into Geneva's a almost a 4,000 meter runway, so it's pretty long. So we'll go auto brake low, and then obviously then just aim to vacate it at Echo or something like that, and then we'll go from there. in the case that we can vacate Echo. And then hopefully get onto like link 2 or link 3 and then into here, depending where the controller wants to put us. Other than that, what we can do is we can prepare the aircraft for descent. So what we'll do is we'll turn the landing systems on now. Normally we would give a brief to the passengers, so I can do that. Obviously with the PA system in the Phoenix, but obviously they don't really work, so we'll just give it to you live on stream. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, your first officer speaking. We're now shortly just going to start the descent into Geneva. With update on the weather. The weather's calm with a temperature of 2 degrees into Geneva, so it's pretty cold. On behalf of myself and the flight deck, and on behalf of Thomas Cook Airlines, we really appreciate you flying with us, and we wish you a pleasant and onward journey if you continue enough, if Geneva's not your final destination. On behalf of myself and the captain, we wish you a pleasant and onward journey with the rest of your flight, and we'll be landing into Geneva in the next about half an hour. No, in the next about 25 minutes or so into Geneva. And release it, and then we'll go from there. So basically, it's not too bad, but obviously then we'll obviously get on like normal, and we'll keep going like normal towards Geneva. Oh, excuse me. So I feel myself starting to get a bit tired now as well. Does it work? So obviously this stream is of course of a tester. Obviously I've only now just come onto the scene with your weekend streams, so it's great. It's good to be here. I really do enjoy it. Obviously, if I just double check when they are back, Dan is not Dan. Spoony is back on Monday. He's back Tuesday, back Wednesday, and he's not streaming Thursday. Obviously, then I will take over on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, depending on depending how I feel. Obviously, tomorrow is a bit hit and miss at the moment. Just wait to see what the score is. Put the music on in the background, some non-copyright stuff. First officer. I fly on the first officer side when I fly in the sim. I've flown on the FO side for ages. But obviously then, if I'm going to be flying on the captain side, I'll be flying like this. But obviously, on the FO side. For the first officer. Because now we are going to continue to Geneva. Geneva will be, I will be putting the aircraft into Geneva. What I'll do is I'll turn the airports off now and prepare to start the descent. Right, okay. The Geneva ground control is 121.855. He should, but it's personal preference. Obviously, I prefer to fly on the FO side. It's easier for me to fly on the FO side. It's like when Spoonie's flying like the 320 or the 21 or anything like that. It's a lot more easier in the sense, but it's just personal preference. Obviously, I prefer to fly on the captain's side. A lot of the captain's side, sorry. On the FO side, so it's not too bad, but it's a lot nicer. So with that then, is that you guys got any questions about the arrival that you like me to go over, or do you have any concerns, i.e. the pilot flying the arrival? Me? No, it shouldn't be too bad. Mods, can we get a prediction in chat? For the landing rate. If it's higher than 200, then obviously then put hard. If it's lower than 200, then obviously put low. Less than 200. I don't think I could do it. I can't remember the command. Or do we have one ongoing? Is it slash poll? It is. Landing rate. Minus 200 or plus 200. We'll stick it on for about 5 minutes. So vote at the top of the chat box now. There should be a poll there. If you think the landing rate is going to be less than 200 feet per minute, then obviously put minus 200. If you think it's going to be above 200 feet per minute, put plus 200. And you have about 4.5 minutes to vote on it. I think I've set it to 5. I'm not too sure. But there's a poll at the top of the chat for you guys to fill it, to basically get involved with the stream of how you think we fly, or how well you think we fly. So I'm just going to reset the MCP up now to fly level 200. And then what I will do is I'll put my Volanta on private, so then you guys won't be able to see the landing rate as I touch the aircraft down into Geneva. So it's 50-50 at the moment. You think I'm going to smash it into Geneva, or you think it's going to be a nice smooth one into Geneva? How do you guys feel? How am I going to perform landing into Geneva? Just going to have to wait and see. We just got about 10 to 15 minutes to go until Geneva. Or about that. We'll see what happens, depending how quick we get down. But it should be it should be a really quick into the descent. Got some weather, a bit turbulence into Geneva. It'd be better than Spoonie. Andy, you gotta be very careful. Even though it might be better than Spoonie's landing, but who knows? Who knows? Just have to wait and see what happens. Have to really wait and see what happens. It might be better than Spoonie's, it might not be. But who knows? So I have to really wait and see to what to how it's gonna be. Alright then. Let's start the descent into Geneva. That's Mach descent of flight level 200 blue. Because we're fully committed to Geneva now, the captain's side will have the constraints back on. And obviously then any terrain avoidance that we need to possibly carry out, which I don't believe we will. So we don't just start the descent into Geneva. What I'll do now is I'll put the Volanta onto private, if I remember how to do it. Privacy, private. Put that onto private there. But if it's worse, you leave Spoonie alone. Oh, put me under pressure now. Under pressure. It shouldn't be as bad as Spoonie's. It shouldn't be as bad as Spoonie's. Obviously the power's coming back now and we're descending down to flight level 200. What we'll do then is we'll get the music off and we'll get the sound of the sim up, shall we? Turn the sound of the sim up. as we start the initial descent into Geneva. It's been pretty quick. We did have a nice tailwind leaving Bristol. This should be good. I don't think it'll be worse than Spoonies anyway. You got me at the wheel. It's all going to be fine. It's all going to be good. Right, okay, so passing flight level 290 now, 200 Blizz Blue unchecked. I've got nothing now, no checklist that we need to do now till the landing checklist. No, I don't. I've turned it off in the sim. I've been able to turn it off. Just not installing it. Oh, we've been caught in 4K. Caught in 4K. We caught in 4K. Oh no. It's Andy's fault. It's Andy's fault. It's not my fault. It's Andy's fault. How are you doing, Spoonie? How are you all doing? It's Andy. Blame Andy. It's not my fault. Yes, not too bad. Just in the descent now into Geneva. And we reset the FC plate. Flight level 160 now. Andy, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You've been caught in 4K. You've been caught in 4K. MRG, appreciate the follow. Any luck? No, unfortunately. We've only got Geneva ground online. Obviously, I thought the Geneva 1x1 event was on tonight, but obviously, of course, it's not. I can't read event times, apparently. Yeah, I think they cancelled the event last minute because of Frankfurt, because obviously all the traffic would go to Frankfurt. But we still done Geneva anyway. We still got to show Geneva a bit of love. Yeah, that's Switzerland. I think it is. They've cancelled it because of the Frankfurt event. It'd be too much. Yeah, Jetstream Designs Geneva. Unfortunately, they did cancel the event last minute, which is, I'm kind of annoyed, but in the same time, why not just go there anyway? It's been a while since I've done Geneva. No, the RD Princess Geneva is horrendous. It's probably one that, it's not a nice scenery. It's not the best. Right, reset, flight level 80. Obviously now we're heading into Geneva. It's pretty nice down there at the moment. As far as I know, the last weather report we've received, there's only a variable, a 1 knot. Nice. Are you flying the 350? Let's have a look, shall we? Ooh, beautiful. The Swiss A350. How is it? How is it? How are you enjoying the 350? That's a beautiful livery though, the Swiss 350. Yeah, that's amazing. 360.01, 2 degrees, 1021. How are you finding it? So this is all quite good. You must be enjoying it with the A350. All the funds of the A350 flying. Was it that bad, Andy? The landing rate? Yeah. Tweak it for the best for you. How you like it, how you enjoy it, and how you find the sim. What happened? Do I need to go back and look at the VOD? If it even is a VOD there. India Sierra Whiskey identified, which is the Geneva ILS. This is 2020, unfortunately. I'm having some major issues with 24. With like all the performance and stuff like that, it's not the best. And obviously I want to be able to provide the most up to nice, smoothest content for you. No. This is 2020. And in 10 minute day 4 in 24, the performance is still horrendous. Because what I think Microsoft have done wrong is they've streamlined all the aircraft and it's not the best. Alright then, goes for a bit of cloud and it's visible, so the engine anti-ice will be on. And the wing as well. So we can see if we turn that on, any visible ice on the front of the aircraft, which is none at the moment. So we are going to get a no ice detected message at the bottom. Hopefully they do, fingers crossed they do, but it's a Sobo. We don't know what will happen. And I think the night lighting here in Geneva is broken. Yeah, fingers crossed the Sober do fix it, because the sim's amazing, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the sim, but there's this little stuff that's broken that was preventing me at the start from going across to MSFS. It wasn't, ideally it wasn't the best either to be migrating across, so I held back for so long.
Traffic
250 now, continue the descent to flight level 80. Shall we pull the Geneva lever out? The famous Geneva lever. Because at the moment there is still visual moisture around the area with the clouds and how cold it is. We will keep the anti-ice on. It's been a really good stream, to be honest. Just before we left Bristol, we had a nice raid. It was brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it tonight. Right, so what we're going to do is where it's got the manual intervention point, we're going to remove it. Let's just insert that. And then we're going to do. And we're going to clear the discontinuity.
Traffic is 64 Kilo Charlie, clear of runway 22.
We're going to pull the speed brakes out as well. No, it's okay. Obviously, you've got a lot of stuff to be doing. Obviously, I'd rather you guys be here and listening and enjoying the content than just chilling out and not having much to do. That's what we're here for, to provide the much best content as possible. Right, we're reset now, 7,000 feet, Geneva QNH is 1021. It's still 1021. Pull that. Slam the speed brakes out. If I can get the click spot for it. The predict bot is being worked on at the moment. It is still being worked on, and I just realised I might just cut people up. One, two. Right, you've got two there. Geneva traffic, Echo 49, Juliet Tango, leaving Golf 514, heading 040 to position behind the Lufthansa Geneva. That's copied easy for Kirsten Kessler 49, Juliet Tango. And Geneva traffic, Echo 49, Juliet Tango, reducing now to 20 knots. Okay, head south. What we will do, 22041.
Geneva traffic, Lufthansa 21 kilo, 21 miles out of the island, runway 22, speed 180.
So we'll just reset for 1,000 feet per minute. So the Lufthansa's the second one. And then we go the air balloon.
We're going to keep our speed up to 210 until Golf 808 traffic.
Kessler 49, Juliet Tango from Crescent, Lufthansa 177.
Lufthansa 177, yeah, I'm doing a right-hand loop for Spurson.
That's copied. We'll stop descent flight level A0 and we'll continue.
Yeah, I'll tuck in behind you, Lufthansa 177.
No worries, I'll keep the speed descending flight level 70 and then we'll start turning south. Okay, head south. I know what's going to happen. So we're going to position behind the Lufthansa. So we're going to spin it right way around, heading 100 degrees.
Bernie Papa 1, just for information, Lufthansa 21 kilo, seems like we are about 4 miles behind you. I reduced speed 160 knots.
That's copied. Geneva traffic, Echo 49 Juliet Tango, turning right heading 130 degrees, reducing 180 knots, and then we'll call established runway 22 Geneva. Okay. Oh, wonder if I can just MSRS this camera system. Right, so there's 1,000 to go. At the moment, with about 22 miles, and the Lufthansa slowed right away back. Typical. But hey ho, it is what it is. What we'll do now is we'll route direct to Saper, which is the initial approach fix for runway 22 into Geneva, and I will just monitor the descent right now all the way down, and start maintaining the separation that we need to provide. So mainly what would happen in Geneva, they would provide about 6 to 8 miles separation, so then the aircraft can get off. Geneva traffic, Echo 49 Juliet Tango, is still 220 knots inbound Saper to establish ILS runway 22 Geneva. So we've just aimed it now pretty perfect, so it's the Lufthansa's about 7 to 8 miles in front of us.
Geneva traffic, Lufthansa 21 kilo, now 12 miles out of runway 22, speed 160.
And obviously then the Lufthansa slowed right away down, so we will catch him and then we'll start reducing the speed back. Okay, so we're starting to come established now. We'll continue the descent. Hopefully it'll capture the glides actually. Just double check that your approach face is activated. So, that's Lockstar. Typical. Geneva light line is broken. That's fine. No, there's no need to worry about it. Glide star, so we're fully established. And the missed approach altitude is 7,000. So the missed approach altitude is set, and we're still at 220 knots. We can start reducing when we need to.
Happy landing.
Geneva traffic, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango is fully established, 16 miles, ILS runway 22, speed 220 knots, Geneva.
Geneva traffic, Lufthansa 21 kilo, 9 miles, full established, ILS 22, speed 160.
So there's about 7.5 miles between me and the Lufthansa in front. There's about 7 miles behind, and so hopefully this Swiss will sort itself out behind us all with this Amsterdam inbound. The pilot quality is amazing. Obviously, as you come down the approach path into Geneva. What I'll do is I'll turn the anti-ice off because it's not required anymore. We're below it now, and we keep it protected. So what we'll do now is we're coming up, so start around about 10 miles, we'll start reducing to 180 knots. Obviously I'm going to start reducing early because this Lufthansa's slowing all the way down, which ideally is not really necessary.
Geneva traffic, Lufthansa 177 is clear of all traffic now, turning right for final.
Geneva traffic, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango is reducing 200 knots, we're about 12.5 from runway 22 Geneva. Just going to pull the speed brake out just to help the air. Right, so speed check flap 2, and then we'll start reducing at 180 knots. Geneva traffic, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, 10 miles, reducing 180 knots, Geneva.
Geneva traffic, Lufthansa 21 kilo, 4 miles short, final runway 22, reducing final approach.
How far are you?
4.2 miles.
That's copied. Okay, so we're 180 knots now. So what normally would happen is either 186 or 188, and then we'll reduce then to 160 to 4, and it will start slowing all the way down. 3 knots on the tail. It's pretty calm into Geneva, so it's chill at the moment. It's beautiful. I love the approach of the 2-2 into Geneva. I've done as I reset myself for the landing position. And then what I can do next, I can start reducing. Geneva traffic, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango is reducing now 160 to maintain to 40 in Geneva. Right, 6 miles, we can start to fully configure, so gear down, speed managed, flap 3. Thanks Andy, appreciate it. That's gear down, 3 green, and the doors are closed. Speed check, flap 4. Okay, and the landing checklist. ECAM memo is landing no blue, and the auto thrust is speed. Landing check is complete. We're not clear to land. Geneva traffic, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango is 4.5, ILS 22, final call Geneva. Right. So, we're 4 miles out from the runway. The Lufthansa's just about to touch down. So, fingers crossed he rolls off. Either. So, the Lufthansa's down. And the radio altimeter's to life, and we're stable by 1,000 feet. So, just wait for the 1,000 call and we'll pull the autopilot out. Evening, John. How are you doing? Checked my aircraft, my land, high patrol.
Lufthansa 21 kilo, vacated runway 22.
Geneva traffic, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, 2.5, runway 22, final call, Geneva.
Clear takeoff runway 22.
Sorry, what? Oh my 500 days. You going? Checked.
Minima.
Go around. Go around, flap. Okay, that's Mantoga SRS, go on track. Pause climb, go up. Geneva traffic, Kestrel 49, Juliet Tangos, gun around aircraft on the runway, Geneva. What? Just. I'm gonna stay like this for the moment. Just watch the TCAS already go off now.
Geneva traffic EC48 echoes 1 nautical miles, ILS runway 22.
Okay, so that's thrust climb over climb, go around track. So he's 1,000 feet below. He's there.
Traffic at 190.
And he's only now turning left. Okay.
Geneva traffic.
Autopilot on.
137.
And pull the heading. Okay, so speed check. Flap on. And we continue on track. Golf 803.
48 Quebec is 8 nautical miles, final runway 22.
Flap 0. My speed 220 knots. And then thrust climb. It should have gone into managed climb, bro, so it hasn't. So okay, so we'll leave it anyway. So thrust climb up, climb nav 7,000 blue.
Yeah, looking up 1
We do indeed. Some Muppet just went on the runway when I was 2 miles. I gave him the opportunity to get airborne, and as soon as I came over the threshold, he still wasn't off, so I just slammed it straight into Toga and went. If you go back at the VOD, Adam, just if you go back like maybe a minute, you'll see the go around. All right then. So the engine anti-ice needs to go back on then, because obviously we're in precipitation of the assault. Right, turn left now on track to
Geneva traffic EC4 echoes 4 nautical miles, reduce speed 1.
8 hours on the network. Typical. And they just updated the code of conduct as well, so everything now has to be broadcasted over voice on Unicom. So it's oh well, this is what happens when you have new pilots on the network. So what I'll do to speed up the arrival, so who have we got? It's top Swiss. Right, I need to position myself behind the Swiss. So what I'm going to do is go, what's the MSA to the south? 10-6. So I'm going to roll out. Heading of 065. Because obviously we've got to be careful that all the mountains around the area here. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. We go again. They'll learn one day when they get banned off the network for being an absolute pleb. I gotta be careful what I say, because I don't want to get the. I gotta be careful. I would have said a lot worse, but obviously I can't really, because I gotta be really, really careful. But it is what it is. We'll go again. So what I'm gonna do is turn left. Oh no, it's the charting. Not the FCU. So turn left now. So we'll go 5 degrees to the left. So turn left next 050. Yeah, it's just typical. It's just typical, to be honest. I said to him, I'm like, you going? Like, I'm 2.5 miles. Get off. But what we'll do is we'll have a look back at the VOD now to basically just review it, so we know what happened and what we could do next time to improve it. So if we just typically just come back to the VOD now, this is why I like to brief the missed approach procedures. Obviously, of course, I established, called my attention on the Unicom. So the Lufthansa was just on the runway. You see the guy sat there with his lights off. I think he just rolled on as soon as the Lufthansa went over the threshold. Obviously, you will see it happen. Obviously, me just making minor corrections of it, basically just correcting the position of the aircraft to put it straight back on the centre line and correcting the height. And you hear me saying, "Are you going?"
177 on very short line.
Obviously, the VOD's muted at the moment. And no, straight to Toga. Got out of there. Straight back up. And then obviously went flap 3 and it just locked the gear straight up. So, absolute muppet, honestly. But that's Vatsim, unfortunately. You can't win with them. You always lose with them. But, hey ho, we go back for round 2. We do have some more pilots inbound to Geneva. I'm going to look to position myself. Marseille bound, Marseille bound. There's a top Swiss, so we have an EasyJet, Switzerland, on the other side, which we're going to just sort ourselves behind it. Geneva traffic, Kestrel 490 Tangos, heading 050 to Cyprus. We are level, we're at 7,000 speed, 220 knots. We're going to slot ourselves behind the top Swiss, Geneva. Or do I cut this top Swiss up and just get down? And top Swiss 87 Yankee Golf from Kestrel 490 Tango. Nope, you don't want to respond. Right, okay. Let the fun begin. What's the waypoint? And it's Golf, Petal, Golf 808. I'm gonna put this down. Let's get this down into Geneva, shall we? So it's gonna. I know I've just cut the tops myself, but it's all the way over there. If I keep the speed up, fine. Right, we've got 5 miles to drop 1,000 feet. Hey! Oops! Don't mind me. Reminder, guys, pull the speed brakes in. Geneva traffic, Kestrel 490 Tangos, left turn, direct Golf 808 to fully established ILS 22 Geneva. High energy flying. Love it. Lockstar, Glidestar. Geneva traffic, Echo 49 Juliet Tango is fully established, 9 miles ILS, runway 22 Geneva. Flap 2.
2,500.
Radio altimeter live. Yeah, he's yonks away. So, we're just landing now, Spoonie. We're getting there. We're getting there. And there's the runway. 7 miles. Cabin crew, cease for landing, please. Yes, for definite. He's not there anymore now anyway, so he's gone. Right, what am I gonna do? Oh, no, let's not do that. Is activate the approach speed, manage the speed, gear down, flaps 3. Engine anti-ice off, and do 5 miles. Geneva traffic, Astro 49 Juliet Tango is 5 miles, ILS runway 22 Geneva. Flat 4. It is. It's really nice. Geneva in the night is beautiful. Right, okay, so the landing checklist again. ECAM memo, it's landing on blue and the auto thrust is speed. Landing checklist complete. The runway is clear this time. And we're clear to land. Hey! Geneva traffic, Echo 49 Juliet Tango, 3 miles ILS 22, final call, Geneva. My aircraft. Flight rate is off. Let's have it, shall we? First landing on the channel. Let's make it a nice one, shall we? Hopefully. Who knows?
500.
Stable. Session's a bit off.
Above.
Checked. Just reset the bus height.
200.
Recorrecting.
Minimum.
Continue. Oh look, the runway's clear.
100. 50. 40. 30.
That's the flare.
Retard.
Well, bring the power back.
5.
Sit. Beautifully. Spoilers. Keep the wheel up. Reverse screen. Decel. $70 knots. Manual braking. Ladies and gentlemen, after an hour and 32 minutes of flying, welcome to Geneva. And my centerline tracking is poo. It's awful. Oh, I love brakes. Right, next left off the runway. It's going to be Foxtrot, I believe. No, it's Echo, where I wanted to get off. Oh, it's beautiful. Geneva traffic, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, vacated at Echo, and we'll switch to 121-855. Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Geneva. That's how it's done. Geneva, good evening. Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango's vacated Echo runway 22.
The station calling Geneva, bonsoir, say again, call sign.
Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango.
Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, Geneva, bonsoir, taxi stand 43 via outer.
43 via Alpha, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango.
Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, negative, it's 43 via outer.
Oh, apologies. Outer to stand 43, Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango. Right, start APU. Whenever it wants to start. And we're on stand 49. .44 will do. And it's Swiss bomb. Right, where the hell is stand 49? And Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango. Confirm the stand number again for me.
Kestrel 49 Juliet Tango, stand 43.
43 49 Juliet Tango. So it's just here.
Good. You're doing 75 Juliet, no further ATC monitor advisory 122 disseminate, over.
Over to Unicorn 122 display, you're reading.
Oh, guys, what did you think of that? Wow. Absolutely beautiful. What have you done, Spoony? What have you done? I missed him. Just he sounds like an absolute bitch to park. Cabin crew, thank you so much for your hard work. Disarm doors for arrival. Cross-check and report, please. What did I miss, Spoony? Did I miss a stand, or...? Nah, it's not cheating. Right, the APU is available. Shut down. After 1 hour and 43 minutes. Welcome to Geneva. What a flight that was. Yeah, I know. I selected the wrong stand because I can't understand the controller. Beacons off and the belts are off. Thank you, man on the ground. You can start deboarding. And turn the transponder off. Well, well, well. What do we think of that? Let's just complete that on Volanta. What do you guys think the landing rate was? Into Geneva. Oop, let's not show the landing rate. After that missed approach go around. What are we saying? What was the landing rate? That was beautiful. Beautiful. (119 minus 69). Adam, of course you'd say that. Of course you would say that. What are we saying for the landing rate? (167). Ranta will not return. It's the weekend. Everyone's got to enjoy the weekend. (-145). Are we ready? Let's get a countdown in chat from 3, 2, 1. (-167). Into Geneva. That was beautiful. Where did those wheels touch on the zone? Let's have a look, shall we? I really hope they touched where I needed them to. Smack bang on the zone as well. Lovely. Right, do you guys want to see another one? Do we go back to Bristol? Shall we go back to Bristol? Bristol's only an hour and a half, I think. Bristol. What are we saying? He's got the bug. No. Never, Spoonie. Cheers, Spoonie. Have a good night, mate. Should we head back? Should we go back to Bristol? Not a problem. You have a good night, mate. Oh, I need to turn the cabin lights back on. But definitely need to do the return. Oh, the doors aren't even open to pull the bags off. Do I do the return? Or is this just a teaser for what's going to come? Tomorrow. I'm not sure about a stream tomorrow. I need to finalize some stuff first before I'll be able to do so. But for tonight, we're going to leave it in Geneva, I think. Obviously, this was just a test to see how we got on. And honestly, I believe it was successful. So, we're going to leave it there for tonight. We welcome Delta Mike down to Geneva after an hour and a half from Bristol. Unfortunately, with a go-around needing to be performed. But what are we saying? Am I landing better than the Spoonies? How are we saying? Are they better than Spoonies' landings? Much appreciated all. Right. I will be back definitely on Sunday. I don't know what we're doing Sunday. I haven't decided. We might do some Finland flying. We might head up to Rovaniemi or maybe Katila or Ivalo. I'm not 100% sure what the plan is, but it be 100% will be Finland. Oh, you guys make me laugh. Well, right, so Sunday for definitely keep an eye out on Discord and all the socials. Mods, you know what to do. Spam all the socials. I'll be back on Sunday for definite. And then you have Spoonie then from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Didn't take much to be better than Spoonies. It was beautiful. Geneva's beautiful to fly into. But for definite, I will be back on Sunday. We'll be flying to either Rovaniemi, Ivalo or Katila. I need to decide. Keep an eye out on Discord. If you do want to join, it will be we will go live from about 11, maybe 10 to 11 a.m. in the morning. And obviously right the way through to about 5, 6 p.m. in the evening. I haven't decided. I need to have a look and we'll go from there. Tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure what the plan is. If I do end up streaming tomorrow, it's not going to be... It will be in the 321, but it's not going to be Thomas Cook at all. I'll have a look at maybe doing some BA Griffin hops or something. Maybe doing Faro or maybe something down that way from Gatwick. We'll have a look. But for now, I will bid you all farewell. Good night. God bless. Don't do anything that me or Spoonie would do. Well, if you're flying with me, you're guaranteed to get a good landing. But we will be flying Thomas Cook on Sunday. to Rovaniemi or Ivalo or Katila. I don't know which one. I still haven't not decided. But we will be doing some Finland heavy snow operations. Might be Katila because the approach is fun with low visibility and fog and snow. But for now, good night. God bless. You have tuned into Aviators TV and my first stream on the channel. I will see you all Sunday for definite around about 11 a.m. Ideally, it probably will be. It might be a tad bit earlier because the flight's there about 3.5 hours long. There and back, about 3.5 hours long. And plus, obviously, with the weather, we don't know what's going to happen. We're performing go-arounds, etc., etc. But for now, from Tango Charlie Delta Mike in Geneva, good night. God bless. I will catch you all Sunday. Adios. We'll see you on Sunday. Good night, all.